probably lower the volume in general too. There we go. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Let us go.
Hello. I had to
Hey!
set up some extra tech stuff on my end, but that is set up now.
Alright, I'm also back from some type of odd stuff. So let me actually... Oops.
Oh, you got your internet working?
Oh, hold on. I have to change my... Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now okay, I have to change my Discord output to headphones in order to be able to hear you guys, but then I have to change it so that it's okay. Whatever. Anyway,
One thing I will ask everybody, not just you, Katie. That I don't know why I'm mentioning this right after you start talking. I feel bad. But just so there's not too much crosstalk, if you're not talking, mute.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, you can continue.
MBS is still waiting to go live. Are you guys ready to begin?
Is everybody okay to start? I see Bobby here.
Yeah.
If anybody's not able to or not ready to go, just let me know. Speak now, forever hold your peace. That's totally fine, Sesh. Okay. Hi, Alpha. Oh, and Tech is... That is totally fine, Tech. Alright. In that case, before we begin... Katie, are we ready to start the stuff?
Not yet. Give me a sec.
Okay. Blah. Yeah, /P will work fine for in-game chat, so I can see everything. Do observer states get in? Lord. They can't listen in. I'm going to leave the general, and if I suggest anybody who is doing the meeting do the same, so that way, you know.
Excellent, excellent.
All right. Understood, Bobby. Okay. We're just waiting on MBS radio to get all set up.
Zuch, do you want an invite to be a speaker, or do you want to sit down there?
Honestly, next time we do this, I should probably schedule it out a little bit better, so I start 15 minutes before. So, Katie, you could get all your stuff set up.
Yeah, this is my first time, so there was some stuff that I needed to set up on my end, because I realized that I need a second virtual audio cable.
It's okay, the first one was the only one ever truly streamed. The second one was less of a Gnre Sm, and more of a gathering of shenanigans. So this is really the second for real.
MBS radio will be live in about 60 seconds.
Alright.
I am going to change my... I'm about to change my Discord output to my audio cable, meaning I won't be able to hear you guys until the stream is able to hear you. So be back in a moment.
Okay, cool.
Where are we going to sit for this meeting?
I am waiting for the radio broadcast to begin, so that way I can reintroduce what's going to happen and then do that.
Oh, we're here. Oh, okay. Got it.
Right now I'm in here, just because I was in here when I left.
Oh.
My TP auto is on, so.
Thanks for the bananas, Bobby.
Is there a physical location we have to be at?
There is. There's a very original idea we came up with. We are gonna roll for the location.
Like, across, like, member states?
Yeah, member states.
Original.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Said so original.
Oh, there's text to speech. Good to know. Yes, roll the wheel. We roll the wheel. We don't actually spin the wheel, so it's more original, you know?
Roll a d100 to figure out what we do.
Okay.
If you roll a 37, the meeting ends.
Alright, as far as I know, since Katie can't hear us till the other people hear us, I'm just going to start the shenanigans now. Alright, so this is...
MBS is up.
Up, there we go. Hey everybody, those listening in and everybody in the meeting currently, this is going to be our third Greater Northern Romantic Empire special meeting. This is going to be like a good trial run of several things that we're trying. We have a proper agenda and a good amount of topics prepared well in advance, so we're getting there. We're being official. We have the procedures also on the agenda. We're going to go straight down it. But one thing that isn't mentioned there, and one thing that has become a tradition mostly for shenaniganery, is we are going to roll for the location. Previous locations I removed, mostly so that way we have a nice fresh amount of different areas. We don't have nearly as many locations as the normal GSM, but we will get there. Oh, we will. For now, I am sharing my screen on Discord, and y'all can see the wheel. And I'm going to roll now. We call it rolling, we don't spin. That's copyrighted. Oh my fucking god, this piece of shit. Alright.
To Zakar we go.
To Zakar we go. I do not have a TP to Zakar, so I'm gonna let Mel do that. I'll TP to Mel.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh,
I am
okay,
auto-accepting
cool.
TP requests.
I mean, Zakar is beautiful. Zakar's great. What did I didn't say anything. Alright, everybody.
Alright, I'm in Zakar.
Alright, Katie, do you have a specific area you want us to stay at?
I can give you an area. Let me... One moment.
The middle of the airport.
Yeah, I can give you an area. Yeah, I can give you an area. Let
Flat
me...
area that you wouldn't, if you would allow us to add things. We don't need to do too much, though. If that's something.
Let me see.
Oh, goodness gracious, this.
I guess the big
How
floating
would
glass
right here
platform
on
is
the...
copyrighted, isn't
Want to
it?
do it right in the middle of the spleef arena?
Sure. Nice space. And it is spleef season. So,
Awesome.
Alright, we play we play spleef games while we do the meeting.
yes, we do. Y'all can play safe games, free-for-all spleef games while the meeting is going on. I'm just gonna be hovering above here. All right. Let me have a look at the docket. I guess I'll keep it up so that way y'all can follow along on the stream. Let's go through the docket. First of all, I'll probably get. Let me grab. Actually, Tech, are you able to type? I don't think you are. But
Not super well, she says.
not super well. Okay, Mel.
Let's go through the docket. First of all, yeah.
Oh, I can hear myself through the Discord. That's terrible. I hate that.
Oh,
It's okay.
forgot to mute myself.
It's okay. We'll do that right now. Mel, if you could take note of those that attended.
Yes, one moment.
Oh, do I have to give stereo a roll? Hold on. Good lord, I'm gonna have to do paperwork later too. It never ends.
It never ends.
It never ends.
The end is never. The end is never. The end is never.
Stereo wave. Oh, never mind. I think Tech took care of it. Thank you, Tech. All right. All right, let's start with our more serious discussions and plans. First, before we get into shenaniganery, we actually have 4 different topics. 2 of them by Mel, and 1 of them by me, and the other one's just like an open idea stuff. All right. the first two we're gonna start with are these topics. So the first one on the docket is discussion of planning and construction of phase 2 of the B80, aka the red one. Mel, you were the one that wanted to head up that project, so if you wanted to begin explaining what your ideas are, if you need us to TP over, we can. But
Oh no, it's all right. Don't worry.
okay, I'll leave the floor to you.
Okay, so the project has pretty much been laid out, and so currently the plan for B80 Phase 2 is to bring it down to Iceborg. There's a planning thread in the GNRE that a bunch of you were probably pinged at previously, maybe about like 2-ish weeks ago, considering permissions for B80, which will take the route to connect a bunch of towns in the southern GNRE, such as Arthemise, Salzburg, and passing by small other developments that have popped up, such as like Rosie's and Maddie's, and then making its way down along the coast down to Iceborg's road network, where Phase 2 will terminate practically like right at the MRT station. That is for Phase 2. And if any of you want like knowledge of what Phase 3 would be like, I can happily say what my ideas are, and if we want to discuss.
Bobby wants to has ideas and questions.
All right. What is your idea?
Obey. Sorry.
All right. I'll look.
Sent it in Discord. I'll probably have to. Oh, that's what the current one is looking at. Wondering if people would be open to this, extending the A8 to where the B80 is currently, and converting the current B80 to A8.
Didn't Light previously have objections to extending the A8, or is that something
It
I?
was the kind of if I recall correctly, Light had issue with extending the B80 as far down as Bobbyburg, because they thought that Bobbyburg would be better serviced by a B road to an A8 extension or to the A8 currently, rather than having the B80 extend down there. That doesn't really that's I don't think that's what Bobby is suggesting.
Okay.
From From what I heard, Bobby, at least from our initial discussions, it was originally suggested that the A would just replace the B80, but there is two issues. One, B80 is already there, and we already have space allocated for B80. Adding a road of that size would kind of begin to cross into a lot of the builds, especially around Starfall, which is pretty condensed, and Grove Village. It would have less of an issue going for Mirabelle, because Mirabelle is at an exit to another B road, and Coconino is nowhere affected. Bobian would also not be as affected. Mainly the issue around that is Starfall, which, due to its pretty dense infrastructure, as well as the. Oh, yeah, we can check that out. Sure, let me TP to Starfall, and I guess we'll be back here later.
Question for clarification on Bobby's image. Is that green line going to be a tunnel or is that a big ass bridge?
Oh yeah. If you guys want TP to me now, I'll show you where the video is. So this is where expansion of Starfall was planned. Whatever Mel had planned for it, Bobby said, because I believe the green line was originally Bobby's, or not Bobby's, Mel's. Heading up to here, which this would be a bit tight because there is the bus stop there. It's pretty fine throughout this way, except for maybe the support pylons, which would have to be readjusted and rerouted through train carts, which may be excuse my language, a bitch. As well as the B80 is going straight through Grove Village.
So I have a couple of things just to mention here real quick. In an MRT planning thread for the A8, A87 extension, which has been inactive for a while, I did post this image, which I have linked in the chat here, which was an old plan from February that showed A8 off to the side, kind of hanging around the Lost Place like shoreline corridor, and then curving westward to then terminate in between Grove Village and Starfall.
That would have the terminus end in between Grove Village and Starfall, which we'll discuss later, be right to the east, or yeah, right to the east of where the airport is planned to be, which we'll get into later.
That could, if it could be planned well, that could be a good spot for a road to end, because you could start at the road from the airport, but
Yeah.
that might be a bit of a planning nightmare. So
Yeah, the plan wasn't for it to just terminate there. That's an old plan. The plan was to extend it a bit to terminate at the airport.
Oh yeah, Bobby. So yeah, the A road originally in the message I sent there would have terminated at a B road, but since the airport is now considered into plans, it would extend just a smidge past that terminus, and like the end will instead be the airport departure and arrival area.
I guess we will, because Bobby's question, and I don't want to. I didn't want to have topics intercede, but everything is connected because the GNRE is the GNRE. So, yes, I got a rough location. I haven't actually plotted out an airport location quite yet because, well, one of us got to get to governor, which will either be Mirabelle or Starfall likely. So, the rough area is south of Coconino, northwest of Starfall. You see this massive, yeah, Tech will get governor first, of course, for real. This massive, like flat plains area would be the location for the international airport, with some space for like roads and for so it doesn't cross too much into Coconino. Yeah, we could just politely steal the airport from Las Platas, definitely. I think Bobbyburg would probably be a little too far. I mean, it's across about a numbered body of water. I would assume that the contributors would be, unless any other settlements comes up, Starfall, Mirabelle, Grove Village, Coconino, Beaubien, maybe Eureka, but Vicky is a neutral entity on our little area of the world. So, maybe Slawberg, if Slawberg expands any more than it already has. But I know Zuge is a bit busy with Peach Bay, which is valid. We must liberate Eureka, is what I'm hearing. I would rather not make an I would rather not make an enemy of my best friend by targeting my best friend's girlfriend. Yes, Beach Pay. I assume those would be the contributing cities, which if Starfall gets all their plans governor area, plus whatever Mirabelle's doing, would be roughly the size, if not a little smaller, than the stuff for Prismarine Nuke. Which the
Fair.
plan is, because I'm insane and nobody knows when to tell me no, is to have more gates than Prismarine Nuke. I'm shooting for 50.
I mean, that's not like that many. Like in the grand scheme of things,
It's not.
I mean, especially if you have a bunch of small gates. So
Yeah, it's not. I said I'm shooting for 50 more than what NPR has. I should have clarified.
oh, okay. That okay.
That was 50.
I
The
see.
original number was suggested to be 100 more, but I'm being realistic.
I see. Okay.
We're gonna need a lot of space for this.
Which is why we have
Yeah.
a massive playing area. Oh, my gate cram. Yeah. Mainly, it's a vanity project, mostly.
No, believe me, I will find a way.
Okay, well.
So I'm assuming. Sorry. So just as I'm flying around, so we're basically planning the area that is kind of west of the B80,
Mm-hmm.
but then east of there's kind of one main river that delineates where it switches kind of from being flat to more hilly.
No,
That's kind of
it's
the
not.
western edge.
It's the western. The eastern edge is the B80. The western edge is, I believe, where it starts to go to mountains over here by plane. How about this? Everybody TP to me and hop on my head, so people can see what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Construct a
Zooch,
giant totem pole.
Everybody
Zooch, we're
get
not
on the
on.
totem pole. All right, this would be the easternmost edge. That river plus where it begins going back to forest.
Westernmost edge.
Oh, sorry, westernmost. I know directions. And over here, the B80 would be the easternmost.
Okay, so it would be this. It would be this river that kind of snakes
Yeah.
its way around. Okay.
Yeah, we would.
Cool.
I'm
That's
hoping that we can make it condensed enough that we don't have to cross too much into Coconino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it will cross into Coconino.
Where is the I'm assuming. Sorry, my
Here's
Gnre.
I don't really
Coconino-
have official borders yet because
Coconino is like current Coconino is here and here.
yeah, I have to fill in a little bit for, in between.
It's
Gotcha.
all along this road so far. I don't want to completely shut.
Yeah, because I was expanding. I was planning on expanding south a bit far. Not. We should have enough room if that is.
I think we should, especially if we put a bunch of the check-in, security, everything underground, and then have the top just be tarmac. Which is insane, but that was a suggestion made.
Fucking.
Hey, do y'all stop for a sec so I can hop on the totem pole?
Sorry. I have ADHD in real life and in game. I can't stay still. I don't know if that would be a good idea. Well, again, it's conceptualization. There's no.
Yeah, same.
I would also like a pretty airport too. It was an idea suggested. It wasn't something that was being taken seriously. Or even totem pole. Teleport, Alpha. There you go. What's the airport name again? Currently TBD. I'm just calling it the Gnre International Airport. They'll probably get a fancier name. But again, this is the early concepting. I was just trying to get everybody an idea of roughly where the area of the airport was going to go and discussing basic logistics. We're not doing Gracie Abrams Memorial Airport. No. Yeah, which is great, Zooj, that NPR is gate maxing efficiency because we have everybody, or most people, that contributed to NPR here, so we could do it better. But again, that's a pipe dream. Anyway, we're talking about airport stuff. That was the thing people were most excited about, but we also still got to discuss.
What if we call it GNRE Katie Vicky International Airport?
No. Just no.
Why not?
No, you have enough lesbianism.
What if I pay $100 million for the naming rights?
The lobbyism.
If you pay me your entire balance right now, this second, I will be.
Sure, I will pay you my entire balance of money on the survival server that me and Vicky started the other night, which doesn't have an economy plugin, so our balance is 0.
Yeah, I'll name it Fortnite Pussy. We'll have it recorded. And we'll
I
have
don't
the,
think that's gonna be
well,
allowed.
Cool.
we'll have the audio file somehow in the GNRE played on a disc, so that way every time someone walks and presses it, it says that over and over again. We'll have like 100 of those in a row, so that way you can make sure you never forget. That'll be the idea.
This is GNRE Fortnite Pussy International Airport.
Oh my goodness. Yes, MBF.
Could someone
please
make
go.
Could someone make a MP3 to MIDI to train card converter?
What? Oh.
Let's not. And Vi, make all of them at different pitches. Yeah, I will do that. I'll do one at and I'll do one at. That'll be the job. So anyway, my brain is everywhere. We are everywhere. Where am I? I need to focus. Okay. Let's go back to road. Okay, we were talking about the airport. You know where the airport's generally at. We were going to have it cross through here, roughly. Have exits going out to B80 North and B80 South, and have it going a little bit and then ending at the airport. I don't know how that would work logistically. That was concept. Again, y'all have to rein me in, because I'm much an ideas person, and some of my ideas are insane. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like it could work. You do something similar to what happened at NPR,
yeah,
but
I know similar to
where basically, you know, it would end up kind of similar to like Interstate 80 and everything in Salt Lake City, with how the airport kind of has like a one way kind of through and everything.
an international airport. Again, if Katie gives me a fat sub from the check, I will gladly call it an international airport and have it sponsored. Okay,
GNRE International Airport.
I will. I will.
This is GNRE Intranational Airport. I'll make sure to enunciate it.
I was
This is
going to-
GNRE Intranational Airport.
I was going to have you have a nice portion for yourself, Miss Intra Monopoly Airport Lady. But if you pay for those gates instead, I will definitely call it Intranational Airport. Does that sound good? Anyway, similar to NPR, Garden Line. An idea for Garden Line was to have an infill station at the airport. So it was at least conceptually. I don't know where Garden Line is. At the moment, Mel can probably fill us in. It
I'll
was
fill in
going
later.
to go to Slawberg, Starfall, to Coconino, and then an infill station later for airport.
What is this for? Is this for?
The poll is lost. Where did the poll go? It's fine.
Oh, it.
Oh, I'm out. Whoops.
Wait, I wasn't the infill station at NPR just a station that closed and reopened? Yeah, but I feel like putting in the plans for an airport station before the airport even gets put there may get seen as you know, especially one that's that close to Coconino.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I would be like infill rather than something else. But then again, I just don't know what the heck is this. Oh, I didn't even see that. The signage is done on the express gondola. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Um, yes. Okay, everyone sing What If. What if we put the airport on a giant plane? Great suggestion, Alpha. NPR SkyTrain was finished. Yes, finish the SkyTrain. This will have to be a later talk when we have an entire GSM separate airport, but I guess this one is today.
Let's try to rein this in a little bit.
Yeah, let's try to rein this in a little bit. Speaking of the
Aren't we
express,
supposed to be talking about a road?
we are. We did start talking about a road, then there was questions about airport connections to road. Anyway, what do we think about the current B80 plans? The B80 is going to extend south towards Slawberg, brush up against Artemis, not have a true exit because Artemis doesn't have roads. Have it go past Maddie's town, which I'm blanking on the name. And then I don't know. Was it going to go all the way down to Iceborg, on like a giant ass bridge? What was the plan, Mel?
So for phase 2, it would end at Iceborg, and then if the plans were to persist with what I had in mind, I had the thought of doing a boat connection across the water, which is where B80 will continue from. And then it'll
Like a
go
ferry?
down to Bobbyburg and then continue in a more of like a east-southeasterly direction to A8.
Just waiting for the chunks to load back in.
I am personally, I'm more a fan of having the A road be kind of similar to like what Moraine originally had, and then have B80 kind of serve as the kind of alternate GNRE bypass or GNRE
Yeah.
local road. I guess you could call it that.
Maybe. I don't know who originally conceptualized this. It may have been me, but I think someone else had an earlier plan of it. It may have just been Moraine, but
Yeah, and then you could, I mean, and then looking at that map that Moraine had, you could, how do you pronounce that? Aalborg?
Aalborg.
But yeah, you could have the B80 basically go down to Aalborg and then merge up with that road there in the lime green.
You know, that is also another idea.
Is, yeah, basically just have B80 just kind of go, you know, kind of follow the Arctic line to go through the GNRE towns and then kind of tie in there.
Aalborg is also planned. Oh,
sorry. Speak, please.
okay. Aalborg is also planned to get a garden line station, so there's going to be, I guess, a lot of work in Aalborg that'll occur if that does happen. If B80 were to go down to there, I don't know, honestly. It's a good idea to maybe bring the road connection there too, but I'm not exactly sure like how we would do the official connection numbering, or like which intersection or which road gets priority over the other.
I think that's something that would have to be like further discussed in a thread.
Yeah.
Honestly.
If
that is,
I do see your idea though. Yeah.
Yeah, if that's
just
where
kind
we
of,
bring
yeah.
the B80 A8 project, we probably have to discuss it in a thread. Maybe not just in a GNRE thread, maybe on the MRT thread, so we can get some other eyes looking at it. Though I'm pretty sure everybody that is going to work on it are in the GNRE, but I would also like outside feedback. To be honest.
Yes. Hey Violet, just a side thing. I did not have editor permissions to edit the document. I sent you some. Yeah.
Okay, you sent me your information?
Yep.
Or you asked for permission, I mean. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Is there any other questions or points that want to be brought up regarding the B80 and the AA, like those projects?
I will just say that I can conceptualize some more ideas of what we can do, but for now, I guess I will hold off on getting the remainder of the approvals until we get like a fully settled up idea for what we want to do.
Okay. Pretty sure.
If that's fair for everybody.
One of my email and stuff on screen. It's fine. Who cares? All right. If there isn't anything else, we'll get back to airport chat later. Although I don't know how much more there is to discuss. Jeez, English, Violet. Lord.
Yeah, this language is.
Thank you. Discus penguin. Okay, so next topic is conceptualization. Okay.
Wait, now are we on 1.2? Not.
Yeah, we are on 1.2. We jumped around a lot.
We kind of did 1.1, 1.3, and 1.4 all at the same time because they all kind of tied into each other.
Yeah, that's my bad. I should have just combined them all. Should have known this was gonna happen. Oh well. Alright, regarding the Gnre Special Administrative District. Alright, so I don't know how many of you were aware of this. I know, well, Tech and I obviously were aware of it, as well as Sesh and everything, but originally Bobby had a town planned here. But, or not Bobby, Alpha, I think. I forget. Yeah, it was Bobby.
It was Bobby.
That there was going to be a town here for Bobby. Then Bobby decided not to do that, and now this previous town was given to me, and we decided it was going to be a Gnre administrative community town. It has not been touched since then. We are
Which town? I'm just trying to visualize it.
Where are you? Are you in?
Is this? I'm on your totem pole. Oh,
This was originally just going. This area, this space,
gotcha.
was going.
So
to be
south of whatever
Mirabelle.
my. Okay, so just south of Maribel
Mhm.
and east of Grove Village. Okay.
Yeah, it was gonna be a administrative zone where we were going to have it be a community town for everybody in the Gnre to make government buildings, other stuff. But we haven't really touched it at all because we're all busy with our other stuff.
Yeah.
We're currently trying to decide if this is actually a project we want to commit to, or should we just cancel it? I think it's an interesting idea. I just don't know what to do with it.
I had. Go ahead, Minecraft.
I think it is also an interesting idea. I think it could be a good idea for, I know this is a bit more on the lore side of things, but for like buildings that correspond to towns outside of the GNRE. Because I know at one point I wanted to build a Ping Ping embassy somewhere in the GNRE, but
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I
for
think
this
that
spot.
is definitely what I could see this town being mostly used for.
Like a diplomacy center almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the plan for it. It was going to be like, here are the government, here's the Imperial Court building, yeah, like a capital. Here are the embassy buildings, because every time people ask, can I have an embassy in the GNRE, I go, I don't have a place. That was the original idea, honestly. And if we were going to decide to revive the project and invest time in it, maybe we could go with that original idea.
I had a thought that I want to propose and get all of your thoughts on. If we want to commit to creating like a community town of about a mayor size, is that our goal? A mayor-sized community town? If we were to do this?
Sure.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, if we were going to commit to building this community town, I propose this. Each person builds one building in their style. That way that this place is the culmination of everybody's skill and efforts and creativity together, to not restrict to just a single look, but to bring together us all as a community of the GNRE with our own stylized creative ideas in every way we can.
I like that idea.
I like that idea.
I like that idea. I'm not sure about restricting it to one building per person, but I do like that idea.
Oh no, sorry, let me clarify. At least one building.
Okay.
Well, I think I mean I kind of like the idea of one per person, because then it's like, oh, that way, even still, it's not like Mello, who's got a specific style, builds 6 or 8 buildings.
I guess it would help us temper the more prolific builders if we just kept it to one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also limits the size, though, which
I don't think it needs
You
to be
do have a
big.
point.
No, it doesn't.
Also, if
it doesn't need to
buildings
be.
are really big, especially if they're government buildings, I don't think the number will matter. Also, it is a community town, so rank is not
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah.
No.
And we could always, after we do one from each person, build more. I think
Yeah.
just initially, as like a foundation, there should be one per person.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be big. It could be small. It could be medium-sized. It could be something of whatever your mind imagines.
We could even invite observer states to do it. In which case, what? That's 31 buildings currently. 32 now that Sterco's here.
Yeah, Zora states can add their own embassy if they want.
Yeah. Because if we did one, because if we basically just did
Could
one
make
per
it an
person.
event. That's not a bad idea. Sorry. Sorry.
Well,
Drew.
no, because if every person in the Gnre built one building, that's 31 buildings. That puts you right between mayor and senator, right? Because mayor's 20 and governor or senator is 40.
Oh, that's a good point.
But if it's a
So-
community town, can a community town not get senator?
I mean, I think
It's the way community town ranks work is weird. It's like it's a case by case basis based on size most of the time.
I think it's one of those things that it can get the perks if it's like specifically applied for.
Yeah.
So like we could also put this land that we use toward the Gnre airport, Smile.
Correct.
That's a good idea.
But I think if we but yeah, because then if everybody did one, because it's not like we're like actually going for those ranks, because again, it is a community town, so it doesn't necessarily have to do those things.
Mhm.
But then it, just again, because I know those are kind of just ballpark numbers too that staff will sometimes do. So, so I think it's not like it's actually gonna go for mayor or go for senator or things like that because it's a community town, but because 20 and 40 are the guidelines that staff use, having it at 30 buildings right in between is basically right on the money.
Yeah, that's yeah. Maddie, you could finally have your giant space laser trying to destroy the planet. Oh, you don't remember that? You asked for that when we were trying to kill Gru. You were like, maybe I should build a space laser. Anyway, in that case, I will probably look into how to register this as a community town. And I'll let you all know how that goes. But yeah, I think that's that resolved for now. I'll probably make a planning thread too.
Yeah, we do need a couple builds in here first, though. So.
Obby, yeah. So whoever wants to build can. Probably need to extend the road as well. But anyway, I think unless does anyone else have anything they want to bring up on any of the more serious topics?
I do have one.
Okay.
And it's the fact that currently, if we were to proceed with the ideas that we have with the Gnre community town, I think there needs to be a secondary road connection because you are forced to go through Mirabelle.
I mean, the way this road over here is built, it looks like it just ends. Because on the other side, it has like a cap at the end, so it just wouldn't go any further. But on this side, it kind of just ends, so it looks like it should be extended at some point.
Wait,
Yeah.
where?
On the west side of the road in the Gnre community town.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh, also.
Yeah, because you could almost. It might be a little bit weird with the going over the Arctic line and that train carts line, but you could almost have it go. You could almost have it go west and meet up with that existing T intersection. There to the southwest.
Plan, it just never got to.
It just never happened.
Yeah, as well as the cap here, I know Sesh was talking with Frog about connecting into Las Playas.
A B802 extension of Las Playas. Yeah, I remember this.
But I don't know how that is going, and I don't know if Sesh is here. Sesh is not here.
Sesh is not here, but I will let Sesh know.
Awesome. Anything else on this serious topics?
It doesn't really look like there's any sort of like I guess I'm just looking at the map at Lost Playas to try and figure out where it would be coming out from. But like to get to that because it's so much on the peninsula, it like doesn't really make sense for it anywhere.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Like
we
it,
have to
like
discuss
I
sesh about that.
yeah. Like just looking at the way that it's capped, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just kind of a like a cul-de-sac basically.
Mhm.
But
Ugh.
Alright. If there isn't any
Oh, hold on.
other- oh,
Stereo, what do you have to ask about A8?
Stereo, do you want me to bring you up to the stage so you can talk? No? Okay. Understood. Understood.
that's such a mood.
Sure. How would the highway pass by it? I assume going over it. I don't know the specifics. We would have to actually like sit down and take this conversation to plan.
I mean, because most of the express gondola is in the air, right? Like I'm not sure how big
Yes.
the little cart or not carts, but whatever
I will go there
the
now,
gondola
and we
is.
can have a look.
Because
I
you
am
know,
at the spot,
Okay.
I think.
yeah, because um, and Mel, these are active, right? Like if we wanted
These
to,
are active.
okay, like I don't want to get on it, but I do want to see like.
Here you go. I'm having it go on. I'll get on it.
So
I mean, yeah,
to
they're not massive. They're
Yeah, no.
kind of just regular gondola sized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, I mean because those are just regular gondola sized. Like to me, this looks like you could. It seems like it wouldn't be much of an issue.
I mean, to me, realistically, I think these are about the height of, power poles that you see on the highway. So
Yeah.
I
It
think
would.
because you can run highways under those, I personally wouldn't have a problem with running a highway under this. But
Yeah.
of course, that'd be something that really whoever's planning it, as well as Mello, would need to decide on.
Okay. I will notes. However,
If we would, I guess the weird thing would also be then how does it interact?
okay,
with
so
the
here
B80?
is my thoughts. So for the order of A8 traveling through these things, I would like A8 to be 6 meters above the B80, which means that I may have to potentially lower down the B80 maybe like a couple blocks if I need to really fit space. It would go underneath the Starfall Express gondola, so it may have to cut into the ground a little bit, which I can terraform pretty easily. And then it'll go underneath the Arctic line, kind of like having the Arctic line do a bit of a bridge over, which may have to result in. Or, as an alternative, I can lower the Arctic line and have the A8 go above it.
Yeah, I mean, because at this point we basically have three sets of parallel things, right? We have the B80, we have the gondola, and we have the Arctic line.
Yeah.
And if we're trying to basically cut perpendicular to that, I mean, the gondola, I feel like since that's already up in the air, I feel like going under that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I mean, we might be able to drop the Arctic line. I mean, because there's a spot just to the north where it does kind of bridge a little bit. Actually, it kind of does bridge a little bit on both ends.
You know,
Like,
we
it's
will
just
have to
a few
probably
meters.
we'll probably have to have A8 go upwards anyway, because of the other railroad tunnels going into the Starfall train station terminal.
True.
Oh yeah. So it might make more sense to lower the Arctic line down a bunch. I say a bunch, number to be determined based on relative to the gondola and the B80.
Violet, I'm sure you're all right with that, correct?
Yeah, I'm good. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this. Yeah, this area right outside Starfall. Because this is where it'd be crossing, right? That's where it is on the map.
Yeah,
I am
it's
looking at the
approximately in this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the part area where it's the most flat and straight as of the B80. So.
So yeah, so I think it might end up being that we go over the Arctic line, over these warp lines going into this tunnel here, over the Arctic line, underneath the gondola, and then over the B80,
Yes.
and then into whatever entrance, departures, arrivals area that we have set up for the airport.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it could be one of those things that if the A8 gets built first, we could build the full interchange, but then just have the parts going into where we'd be putting the airport basically just blocked off, basically force all the traffic off onto the B80. So it would be a little bit stumpy for a while until somebody in the Gnre gets governor.
I think Violet or Sesh is going to hit it first, as mentioned earlier.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess then the question becomes, how close are either of them or both of them?
I'm pretty close. If I decide to put my head down and work at it, I could probably get it. I mean, if I commit most of my time.
Hi, pretty close. I'm Katie.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Hopefully by December. Earliest if I
Yeah.
really put my head down and new job doesn't interfere. Hopefully before I start school in August.
And also, do not worry if all of that occupies your time too much, because we all, as members, will probably continue our developments heading into this fall and winter.
Yeah.
Because then
No,
it'll be Gnre season.
Yeah. Mel, how difficult is it to raise/lower the train car path now that it's kind of been established? Like, if say for whatever reason, as we start building this, we're like, oh man, I wish we could raise these pillars up by a few extra blocks or whatever to guarantee clearance. How difficult is that? Just for the sake of planning.
I don't think it would be terribly hard. There would be a couple of animation keyframes I'd have to change, and I'd have to re-import some of the chain displays.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I don't think that would require a proposal either, because the train cart line underneath has already been built and will not be changed.
Okay, so it would just be a couple of animations and stuff.
Couple animation changes.
Okay, well that's not terrible. I mean, obviously, better would be, oh yeah, it's fine. It just clears right under. I just wanted to make sure if for whatever reason we did end up wanting more space, that there's actually enough space.
Okay.
Or that we can make more space. Just since we have the combination of the Arctic line and the B80 going down, and then if needed, we can move the other pillars up just for space.
Yeah, we can see whenever this is proposed, I'll just say that there will be some shifts of B80 in the Arctic line, and because those are the mandated parts, and for the train car gondola, I'll just try to figure out how to do that on my own, because I'm pretty sure nobody else has watched me done this process of how I made the gondola work. So yeah, I'll probably figure out how to.
I did, but I don't
raise it up.
What the hell you were doing?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I know my shenanigans sometimes.
Cool. If it's not so if it's not too hard, it shouldn't be that big of a thing. I just wanted to have that out there before.
Awesome.
Okay. Cool.
All right. My alarm for 6 o'clock just did, so that means, guess what? Haha, that is the end of the serious portion. That's not actually what it means, but I'm going to take it as the opportunity to end discussion now. All right, we are going into the shenanigans and joke topics. We have two. Sorry, yeah, we have two topics there, but of course, when it gets to designated member state grievance time, we will go over proposed topics then if anybody has any. But the first one is proposed elimination of invasive seal mutants. Maddie, would you like to show us where the seal mutants are that have been terrorizing your town?
Yes,
Let us know when to see them.
yes, of course. I can TP at any point.
Alright, Maddie, please show us and explain how these mutated seals came to terrorize your town.
They just appeared.
Wow.
They're a little scary. This one really does not like the bridge. It is the worst of them all. Either the bridge or the railroad behind it. I do not know which is its target.
Ah yes, the seal mech, previously occupied by seals, no longer, as well as the various abominations, such as sea eider, seal copter, sea hydra, seal snake, and then Perry the platypus.
No, this is just
The
a platypus.
platypus is not-
This is not
Oh.
Perry.
Oh yeah, it is just a
My
platypus.
apologies, I dead named him.
Wait, hold on. I can. Wait. Now it's.
There we go.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Perry the platypus.
No, that's too dark.
Hold on.
Dark Oak Plains.
Platypus.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's yep.
Yep.
We
He
did
is
it. Reddit.
investigating the seals.
Was he an agent you sent after the mutated seals to see if he
I don't know who sent him.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, he's been assimilated. Perry the invasive seal mutant.
Oh no.
No.
Alright. We must figure out what to do with this. Zeus seems for some reason very empathetic to the mutant seals that are terrorizing Maddie's town.
The Seal Board
Usually I would be
Collective.
too. But today Zooch has seemingly disliked me heavily.
Oh.
So I
I've heard that. I've heard
Oh my
that
god, I
nuclear
just
warfare
teleported
is-
here and holy shit.
I've heard that nuclear warfare is valid against seals.
Yeah, this may be another one of Nobopolis's terrible experimentation on Gnre wildlife, similar to what happened in Starfall with everybody knows the fish, of course.
Sea monster?
Sea
Sea
When y'all
monster?
said mutant seal, you were not kidding.
Yes, the mutant seal Borg collective.
I love the seal
Is Sea
tree.
monster still there?
Sea Monster is rightfully happily in Sea Monster's tank. He ate his son, which was roughly the same size. He dislodged his mouth and ate his fucking son. He dislodged his gross, terrible mouth and swallowed his son whole. Why am I repeating it? It's fine. Alright, see Bobby is fully checked out. We have to figure out what to do with this, and my
Bobby.
proposal is
Mhm.
to destroy these in very violent ways.
Can I?
Just to
re-enable
just to respond to
TNT in my
what
town
Stereo asked.
temporarily.
Just has to respond to what Stereo asked. No, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to add faint background screaming on MBS radio.
Please?
The best of both seals. Zood, your suggestion was to temporarily move the mutants to Slawberg. But wouldn't the mutants then be attacking Slawberg? Don't you have your duck statue?
The duck would win, to be fair.
That's true, the duck.
Seal Mutant Zoo, okay. Yeah.
Can
I
I
personally
propose
do
an idea?
not have issues with the seals being present.
I think we should commit nuclear warfare on them.
Can I propose an idea?
Yes.
Violet, can you take the small seals and have them be as part of the zoo?
Okay, I could take the non.
All right, so we've got nuclear warfare. We've got adding them to the zoo. Anyone want to be the reasonable moderate?
Yes, can
I-
we mutate?
I
I'm with
propose
anything,
ending the
man.
world.
To be fair,
Can we mutate the seals further and then put them in a zoo? Down to a point, can I make more? So was you, Jacques.
Your zoo is about to. Your zoo is
Ja-
about to look.
I will take the more normal seals, if needed, and add them into the soon-to-be Starfall Zoo.
Your zoo
Normal.
is about to be like Jurassic Park.
Yep. However, the larger, more terrifying seal mutants, we must decide between two proposals. One, to nuke the seals into oblivion, and the other, to transport them to Slawberg for the mutant seal zoo, separate from the Starfall Zoo. What have I been missing so far? Seals. So, in that case, I guess we should get to a vote. First, we should vote on the, I guess, nuclear warfare idea, because it's the most violent one. So I'm going to do a roll call vote. You can say yay, nay, abstain. I'm going to randomly decide this, and by randomly decide this, I'm just going to pick someone. And they can say their vote. Oh, I believe who's Seal Brigade? I'm terrible.
That's
That is
Whale.
That's Whale.
Well, okay, understood. All right, in that case, Meatcraft, what is your vote on nuking the seals?
Yay.
Okay, we have one vote for nuking the seals. Um,
Can someone start a GSM board for this?
Nay.
nay for nuking the seals. Maddie,
no.
Katie,
Nay, but I vote for napalming the seals.
okay, so I'm gonna add that to nuking the seals and put that there. Melody,
Abstain.
abstaining. Nar,
Yay.
okay.
Or I.
So far, 3 to nuke, 2 to not nuke. Um,
3 to nuke, 2 to not nuke, while we are in the presence of the mayor of Nuke.
yep, Zooj. Alpha abstains. Nay. With those 2 votes, it is now more abstain and no's than there are yays. So we do not nuke the seals. You said, can I get a
Aww.
world edit in project? Jesus. Is this the laser barrier to protect the bridge? It's very nice. In that case, we shall vote on Zooj's proposal to move the more mutated seals to Slawberg while they wait for a new home. Alright, we're gonna start with Zooj this time. I for Zooj. Alpha.
It would have been funny if Zeus just said nay to their own proposal.
What are we voting on again?
Taking the more mutated seals to Slawberg.
Ah.
Alpha votes yes. Narnia.
Abstain.
Abstains. Mel.
Why? For yes.
Okay. Katie.
Present.
I guess you can
No, that's not an abstain. That's not an abstain. I am voting to give the seals presents.
So that's a yay. So they're alive still, so you can give them presents.
Yeah.
Meatcraft.
Abstain.
Kel.
Yay.
Maddie.
Nah.
Alright, that is a majority yay opinion, and I will not be exercising my vetoing rights. So, Zooge, your proposal passes. As soon as possible, please transport the more violent-looking seal mutants to Slawberg. Post haste, please. Alright. Second written issue.
I like having the seals.
This is the proposed forced nationalization of MBS under Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv being the national media service of the GNRE.
Nay.
We haven't started discussion. I vote yes.
Yeah.
Counterpoint, you don't have that authority. Motion to dismiss.
Have that authority actually because
Motion to overturn, motion to dismiss.
Counterpoint, MBS is not a GNRE company, it is an MRT company.
Yeah.
Argue this out as like Ace
Well,
Attorney.
it's a
That would be like
company
New York
now.
trying
God.
to nationalize Google.
That is true. We do fall under the MRT. However, we do also act independent of the MRT. But Katie, isn't it a Felines Holdings company?
Well, and yeah, Feline Holdings.
Yeah, it's under MBS is under Feline Holdings.
Okay, technically MBS is under Roy Disney MBS, which is under Feline Holdings.
Okay, first question I should
which
ask.
is under me.
Yeah,
And I ain't
Feline
selling it.
Holdings is HQ is in Central City. Yeah.
Okay, let's figure
Yes.
out the first. Let's figure out. Question: is Feline Holdings a state-owned enterprise or a personally owned
No, it's not.
enterprise? It is not. It is not owned by.
It is a private company. It is a privately held company.
Great, not anymore.
Maddie just decided the
Unless the city-state of Catania needs to nationalize it within the next few seconds.
Actually, nationalizing it would be worse for you.
Yeah, no, the city-state of Catania does not own Feline Holdings. Feline Holdings is directly owned by me. And I am not subject to the jurisdiction of the GNRE.
No.
I am not subject to anyone's jurisdiction except my own. I'm a sovereign citizen.
Okay, so here, because of the sovereign citizen argument, I will instead change the subject to: should we throw Katie in jail?
What?
Nah.
What?
Alright, let's go across the board.
I counter motion. How about we throw everyone who isn't Katie in jail?
Okay, we'll vote on that first.
Counter motion, that would put the 2 empresses in jail, and I don't think that can happen.
Yeah, but I'm curious. Let's do that. Maddie, are you in favor of putting everyone except for Katie in jail?
Sure. But also I want spot.
Nard.
I'm not particularly a fan of going to jail, so no.
Okay. Mel?
I'm not a fan of anybody going to jail, so no.
Mel.
Nay. I classify this as a hate crime.
Nay.
Considering that the remaining votes will not be enough to outweigh the nays.
I'm gonna vote yay, and I would also like to move for the parliamentarian to note for the record that it is not a hate crime.
Understood. I'm the parliamentarian, and I'm going to choose to dismiss that comment. All right.
Okay, you know what?
Seems we have come to
How about I go to jail, but jail is defined as everywhere outside of this one cell, and this one cell is the one place that's not jail.
I was gonna say.
So I and only I go to jail.
I was gonna say it's Monopoly rules. Do you have a get out of jail free card on your hand?
Wait, it's Monopoly rules? Wait, let me open up a website and roll some dice.
You gonna try to roll doubles?
Yeah, if you can roll doubles right now, we will settle this completely.
Can you live stream for us?
Yeah, live stream.
Yeah.
For us.
I do not have permission to stream in this channel.
Oh.
Goodness gracious. How about this? I'll roll, because it's just dice.
No, I want to roll. I want to roll.
Can you
Okay.
kill Baldur's Gate 3?
Oh, that's true. We could pull up Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay. Okay, 5 and 2. That's not doubles.
Well, I'm gonna roll it because that was
Alright,
setting
be
up
right
the
back.
dice. All right.
Okay.
Now, Katie, on Discord, put your cursor over this button along with me putting your cursor, and then we're gonna press it in 3 seconds. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh my God, you rolled it.
Oh,
Six,
so close.
6-5.
Okay, that was attempt number 1. I got 3 attempts.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 3.
That is how Monopoly rolls work.
2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
1 and 3, not double.
1, 2, 3.
Yes!
Hey!
4 and 4!
Well, I
Bitch!
guess Monopoly rules are greater than the law of the land, so you are now free of going to jail, which means you are definitely a sovereign citizen, which means I have no authority over you, so MBS stays unnationalized.
Yay!
Um,
NBS rolled doubles to get out of nationalization.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I got one more question before we close this.
Oh, we're not going to close it. We're to close this topic?
Yeah. Yes.
Sure.
Can you roll the dice again?
Okay.
10. Okay.
the dice are rigged, I think.
Maybe. Definitely.
You should be jailed for the crime of faking dice rolls.
Yeah, well,
So guess what,
Yeah.
Katie?
Weighted dice.
You get free parking in the GNRE for the next month.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, because you rolled a 10 for your next roll out of jail. Congratulations, you have free parking.
Yay!
You have free parking.
Does
Alright.
that free parking apply to buses?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
No.
Alright, I will take
Intrabus
that.
everywhere.
I will take that as unrestricted permission to put intrabuses anywhere in the GRE whenever I want without asking.
Okay, can you place one in the middle of a field?
Sure. I'll also
Well,
place one in the middle of your town hall.
Okay, sounds fantastic.
You would have to pay for the damages.
Can I have an intrabus in Slawberg? I don't know.
I'll wire you the amount to Catanian dollars.
Okay, sounds great. Anyway, next topic. This is where anybody can introduce anything that they would like for us to vote on. It is the designated member state grievance time, where you can state your grievances if you have any, as well as vote on them.
I have a motion.
Sure.
I move that we nationalize the government.
Oh my God, why didn't I?
Bit
ever
late
think
for
about
that.
before? I never thought about that before. Let's nationalize all member state governments under the GNRE, so that way I and Tech have ultimate authority over your cities. Let's tap.
No,
Right.
let's nationalize the GNRE federal government.
What even? Are we a unitary state or a federal state?
Technically, we are a confederate.
Who fucking knows?
We okay. You want to know? Okay, great.
We're the European Union, basically,
I'm glad you asked because
but looser.
I have it defined on the MRT wiki on the GNRE. Look at this. Haha. I wrote this. It's a metropolitan planning organization confederation of states founded and ruled by. Okay. Well. Oh wow, that's interesting, right? That's interesting.
Oh,
Where's the
okay.
government page? Where's the government page?
But you know what's not
monarchy
interesting?
confederation.
Watching paint dry.
It's a mixed monarchy confederation. Yeah, Alpha, that's pretty much what we are. We're a democratic, confederal, anarcho-monarchistic, syndicalist, commune of ecological, cantonal, administrative districts. That's roughly what we are, unironically. Anyway, anyone have grievances? Anything
I
else?
have a grievance that there is a title of a member of the Imperial Court that has intra in it, and it isn't me.
Oh, who is that?
Counselor of
me.
Intra-Imperial, Narnia 17.
It's intra-imperial development.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
within the.
Intra-Imperial I was confused because the development is capitalized. Okay, I get it.
It's intra-imperial because it's
The formatting on Vi's screen was confusing me.
intra-imperial means empire
Within the empire.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Narnia's General Grievous from Star Wars.
A fine addition to my collection.
General. Oh, that does not have a voice. How do you even do it? You can't do it. It's a voice modulator. Stupid, Vi. Stupid. Okay. Any other topics or grievances to bring up before we close out this section and go to general question and answering?
I have a grievance against my boss. It's not related to the GNRE or anything, but a grievance nonetheless.
I can't help you with your awful boss. I'm sorry.
Sad.
Propose that we should put a Kiyoshi's in every GNRE town. Honestly, it sounds awesome.
Violet, I have a complaint. The city of Utopia is not listed in the member states.
Is it not listed in the member states?
Unless it's in a it's a protected partner.
Yeah, I put Utopia on a protected partner, and I put the state that you started closer. Gosh, whatever. I forget the name. Under the member states, because I prefer there to only be one member state per like actual person, and then the rest of them that they want to add just put under the protected partners for easy convenience.
I see. Okay.
All right. In that case, if unless there's anything else, we will be ending. The Kyoshis in every GNRE member state. That doesn't really need a vote. Sounds awesome. You'll have to talk to each individual member city.
Yeah.
Anyway, general Q&A portion. Anybody have any questions in general?
I have a question.
GNRE.
Why are the seals growing?
I believe Zuj is mutating them further before moving them.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Can we motion for the MTA to bring back the B71 bus on Union Street in Brooklyn?
I don't think I have the authority. I'll have to talk to Mom Donnie.
Actually, not Donnie. The MTA is state, not city. You'd have to talk to Kathy Hochul.
I don't want to talk to Kathy Hochul.
Well, then talk to Jano Lieber or whoever the fuck is in charge of NYCTA right now.
I'll leave that up to you, New Yorker. Salutes. All right. Anything else GNRE related, please? I have a semi-proposal.
Demetrius Richlow, maybe?
Okay,
I don't know.
this isn't any motions. These are just general questions.
Or Jano Lieber.
I have a question.
Hold on, I have to go for.
Can we make motions?
No. Alpha, what was your question? Which Jesus Christ, I know Frumple feels.
Yeah. Trustee meeting.
Trustee meeting. Are we gonna have a trustee meeting?
This
for
is
GNRE?
This is like the worst part of the GSMs.
Yeah.
Next
I think that's the point.
Trustee meetings.
I love the trustee meetings, probably because I've read for a good chunk recently. Flying Fish by the Graceful or Amazing Alfred Odor, and Amazing Alfred Odor, or okay, I'm assuming it's another big name. This, and then I'll take Zuj's semi-proposal, and then we'll call it there. Or else I'll be here answering questions all day. The evil, stinky, smelly Koshi's fish fry by Light Shatters. I'm not political, so I can't choose. I'm a centrist, so I'll face it this issue.
Hi, a centrist. I'm Katie.
Cool. Zuj, what was your semi-proposal / question thing? Yeah, I'm an apolitical head of state, apolitical head of a socialist confederation of states, monarchical socialist state.
Wouldn't it technically be oligarchical, not?
Shh. We add more words. Drawn borders on a map. So that has been asked before, and I have hesitancy towards drawing like full borders because I feel like when borders are drawn up, if there is someone building near us, it can become a finicky and like
You don't want to cause conflict.
yeah, I don't want to cause
Yeah.
conflict. I the Gnre has very loose mainland borders that were like this entire chunk leading to the lake and the bit next to where Bobbyburg is, plus the ice spikes, which I added because they're a nature reserve and nobody can build there. But I rather not fully map out true borders because I would. There have been problems in the past for having uh, external groups of the MRT be considered as um, clicky.
Clicky.
Yeah, that is
For
true.
behavior that was off the MRT. I would rather not have us be accused of clicky behavior on the MRT.
Mhm.
So I try to leave it as open to interpretation as possible, as well as I leave the inviting, the invitation in the auxiliary Discord. Though I would prefer if people ask because of it. I'm just trying to avoid um, conflict as much as possible, considering we are now a auxiliary server of 31 people. So that is my pretty
Plan a higher end.
long-winded answer as to why I do not have efficient borders laid out. That being said, I would totally act in any way possible for whatever borders I want, because that's what I do. No, I'm joking. Um, but yeah, good question. In that case, um, oh, well, someone was gonna say something.
I do, but I'll let the meeting come to a close because it's unnecessary.
I'll let it if it's quick. Sure.
After this meeting closes, who is interested in a Zakar one match spleef battle with all of us?
Oh.
Me.
Oh yes. After that, um, I know we haven't been hosting game nights as much. Um, I may or may not have D&D after this with some members that are currently here. I'll interpret it regardless. But besides that, those that will not be doing that, Katie, how would you feel about hosting a Jackbox game night for people tonight if you have the time? Would that be something that's
I
agreeable?
would be honored.
Okay, great. We'll be hosting a little bit of an impromptu game night just to get back into the rhythm of things. I'll probably be having a
Yeah.
movie night sometime this week. I will let y'all know in
Yeah,
advance.
I'll do it in like a little bit later. Vicky's on her lunch break right now, and once I'm off the air here, I want to call her. But
I give you
once
full
she's off
permission.
lunch,
I don't know if you have permission to prompt the at impromptu games role, but if you want me to, just
I can check.
just DM me and I will ping them for you, or you can fully ping them if you want whenever you're ready. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't have permission to ping that role.
Those in the Whispered Ones D&D party, I will talk to y'all about whether I'm going to DM tonight because my voice is tired.
Okay.
Regardless, everybody, please have a good rest of your evening, morning, whatever time zone you may find yourselves. Those in the eastern United States, try not to choke on smoke. And
Oh yeah, my condolences to y'all over there.
it's bad.
But what if I'm into that?
Good for you. Good for you. All right. Y'all have a good night. Please take care.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. What a night.